Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. My name is Daniel as usual. Today we'll be talking about the name of the string up on the guitar and then the names of the notes on the guitar or the names of the notes on the guitar, where to identify them. And also I'll be giving four concrete step to be able to identify the notes on the guitar and also the names of the string, no matter where you are, no matter what the time says. Whenever you're called from bed, you'll be able to rattle them just like, oh man, you were just saying them before you were asked. So kindly stay tuned to watch and to learn how to identify them. As usual, kindly do me this favor. If you're new here, over here, we talk about music, we talk about the instrument, and we learn how to play the instrument. So, in this season, we are learning how to play the guitar from scratch. So, if you just joined this channel, kindly go back and check the first video we made. I believe in this a link of the first video we made in the description below. So if you are new here again, kindly please show me a love by smashing the subscribe button and then hitting on the little bell icon down there to be notified whenever we upload a new video in the channel. And also kindly do me a favor, hit the like button and also share the video to a friend for a friend to share to a friend to know much about us as usual. And if you already done that, I salute you for that and I respect you. And if you're about to, I also do the same to you. So once again, like I said, we'll be talking about the name of the strings, what the name are, some easy steps to identify the name of the strings, and then the notes on the guitar. When I first started learning the guitar, the first instrument I started learning was guitar. I really like the guitar because of the sound it's produced. When I hear the sound, oh, I feel amazed. I really enjoy the sound of the guitar, the notes. When you're soloing, I really enjoy. So I choose to learn the guitar first. But you know what? When I started learning, the only thing I was taught is how to play this three chords. There's a C chord, which is the do, and there's the F of the C chord, and there's the G, which is the sol of the C chord. And these are only the three chords. I was only taught how to play the three chords, and I was taught some progression. Then I was just playing music. That was all. I was not taught the name. I was not taught of the name of the string and how to identify the note, just like I'm about to teach you. I was like, wow. But how do I get to know? How do I understand what I'm playing? How do I get to know that I'm on track? How do I get to know that what I'm playing is according to what the music is requiring? So I sat down, watched little tutorials on the net, and then grab my book and pen. So what I'll urge you to do for now, I'll urge you to do is grab a book and a pen for now. I'll be putting some notes on the screen, but you should get a book and a pen just to jot certain things down. Like I said today, we are not playing much of the guitar, we just identify the notes, so it will be paperwork. So just get a book and a pen and pen all I'll be saying down. Not all I'll be saying, but the notes of the string. So you can draw the neck of the board up to the 12th fret, which is this place, 12th fret. In the previous lesson, we spoke about the parts of the guitar, and then so if you don't know what I'm saying, but kindly check in the other video. But what I'm saying, the 12th fret, I said the guitar starts from here and ends over here where the two indicators are, and the lines down here are the fret. So I'm saying draw the guitar to the 12th fret. That's what we're learning up to today. So I grabbed a book and pen, and then I did my own notes and I derived some techniques to be able to identify them because I wasn't taught. So all I have to do is just to do something that I'll be comfortable with and be able to identify the notes on the strings. So that's what I did, and which I don't want you to take that risk. I could have gone straight ahead to teach how to play a chord, which is very, very bad. I don't think I want you to go through that pain I did. Because you may go for a program and you wouldn't know, the person will be like, we're playing the key of D, Daniel. Wouldn't even mention D, would be like, we are playing the key of Daniel. We are playing the key of Emmanuel. What key is he talking about? They are all techniques that we all use. So, without further ado, let's get straight to the point. So, to start with, we have a way we number the strings of the guitar. We all know we have 6 strings on the guitar. I've never seen a guitar with 4 strings or 12 strings or 5 strings. All I've seen is 6 string. If there is, which I haven't seen, okay, maybe there could be, but I only know of the 6 string. And with the 6 strings, this is how we number them. Please note the numbering very well. It's very, very important. We number from the bottom to the top. We number from the bottom of the string to the top low string. Good. And with the numbering, these are the name. We go by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, which really tells us that we have 6 strings on the guitar. And with the name of the guitar, with the name of the string goes this way: E, A, D. Sorry. I'm mistaken. I'm sorry. Forgive me for that. It goes by E, then B down here, then G down here, then D down here, then A down here, and then E down here. You know why I did that? It's very, very bad to do that. You know, the names of the strings, we have a certain pattern to identify them. And the way I did it, I was trying to say, I was sorry for that. A friend of mine just did that to me. I was like, ooh, when I was going for some lessons down across the street, the guy was teaching me that, but when I came to check on the net, it was a way different thing. So I derived this format. On the strings, the first string, which is the high E string, and then the last string, which is the low E string, have the same name. I just mentioned them, E and E. So those are the very names of the string you shouldn't forget about, because they have the same name, E and E. Then the second one is a B string. We all know a B is a high pitch sound, so it's a B string. So just put that in the corner of your mind. And then we have the G string. So you see it sound like jing jing. So it's a G string. And then there's the D string, and then the A string, and then the E string. Hope we are all okay with that. Good. But let me put this to your notice. I'm making a website that will be storing the chat of what we'll be doing, and then also the video with it also in the website. So the website is still in the process to be published. So when I publish, I'm going to let you know. So I'll be putting this video and the note. I'll be writing the notes and then how to identify everything I've said in this tutorial. I'll be putting them down in the website so that alongside watching the video, you'll be reading the notes and be able to identify what I'm saying exactly. But for now, we printed certain things on the screen, as you can see, so that you'll be comfortable. But when the website comes in, I'll let you know then. I'll let you know so that you go check it out. So let's continue. So now we know the name of the string of the guitar. We know the name of the strings of the guitar, which is one of the great steps I want you to notice, which is one of the first steps I'll be taking, knowing the open strings of the guitar. We call them open because we are not pressing, we are not holding any key down. So it's an open string. It's an open string. When we hold down here, so it's closed. It's just like a switch. In science, how you define switch in science. So, or a key. So it's an open string, but when I hold it down, it's closed. So this is the open string. So we just line the name of the open string on the guitar. So to memorize or to be able to remember the name of the open string on the guitar, we have three concrete sentences that help us to remember those names. The first one goes this way: elephant and dog, God blesses everything. Elephant and dog, God blesses everything. Don't mind if you don't get it, I'll be penning them down in the website, in the upcoming website. So don't worry. So the elephant, which is the E, which is the E's, and then and, which starts with A, which is the A string, and then dog, which starts with D, which is the D string, and then the God, which starts with G, sorry, with which is the G string, and then the bless, which starts with the B, which is the B string, and then the E, everything, which start with the E, which is the E string. Let's take a different sentence. Eddie eats dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Eddie eats dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Which is the second sentence, which applies, which goes the same way, helps you to memorize the name of the string. And then so we also have the third step, which is the last step, which is every angry dog grows and bites eventually. Every angry dog grows and bites eventually, which also applies the same way when you take the initial of each of the words in a sentence. You can use it to identify the name of the string. So that's the first step, to be able to identify, which helps you to identify the name of the open string on the guitar, which helps you to identify the sixth open string on the guitar. Okay, so let's go to the second step, sorry. So the second step will help us to identify the name of the E string. Now, before we identify the name of the notes on the E string, there is something I want you to consider. On the guitar, we have, unlike the organ, which starts from the key of C and ends on C. On the guitar, it starts from A and ends on A. And then the notes. So, like I was saying, sorry, we had a pause. I'm sorry for that. So, to identify the notes on the E string, before we do that, I was talking about the interval, the notes between A and A, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then A, back to A. So when we're talking about that, we want to talk about the word octave. So an octave is a name given to the interval or the gap between two notes. So from A to A is an octave. A to A is an octave because it's the name given to the gap or the interval between two notes, between the same notes, not A and E. No, it's not an octave. Between the same two notes, which is A and A. Now on the E string, before we identify the name on the E string, these octaves, which is A to A, is arranged in a certain pattern. The same pattern is also identified on the organ. Between A and B is an whole step. Then between B and C is an half step. Then between C and D is a whole step. Then between D and then E is a whole step again. Between E and F is a half step. And then between F and G is a whole step. Then between G and A is a whole step. When we look on the piano, we get to know that between E and F there is no black note up there, so which makes it a half step. And then between B and C, there is no black notes up there, which makes it also a half step. So applying that to the name of the string, which is the E, we already have E, and we also know the name of um, the octave I gave, which is A to A. So applying that, which this is an E string, we know from E we go to F, which I said there are no black notes between them, so it's a half step. So if there's E, and then a whole step is jumping. Well, let me define a whole step clearly so that we get to know what we're talking about. So a whole step is jumping a note to the other note. So clearly, if I'm here and I want to move a whole step, this is also a note. So I jump and then hit here, which becomes a whole step. So, and then a half step is also the immediate key close to the key you are in. So if I'm here, my immediate key will be here. So that becomes a half step. But when I'm here, my whole step is jumping my immediate key and then to this one. So if I'm here, this is my immediate key, which will be my half step, but we are looking for a whole step. So this become my whole step. So applying the octave, which is from A to A, and then the interval I specified within to the E string, since I said between E and F there is no black notes, which makes it an half step. So if this our E, here becomes our F. So if here is our F, from F to G as a whole step. So if we are here, which is F, we jump the first note, which is our immediate note, and then we go here, which becomes our G. So E, F, G. Are we good? Are we okay with it? We are in the process of getting the name of the note on the E string. So E, F, and then G. Okay. From G we go to A, which there is a whole step, which is an whole step. So that's our A. From A we go to B, which is a whole step. From B we go to C, which is a half step. From C we go to D, which is a whole step. From D we go to E, which is also a whole step. So let's go back again, which is our E, F, whole step, G, whole step, A, whole step, B, half step, C, whole step, D, and then a whole step again, which is E. So eventually, knowing the name of the notes on the E string, the high E string, you also know the name of the notes on the low E string, which is the same because this E, so, and it's also an E. So you apply the same principle you apply down here to this one. Let's go to the third step. The third step, I would like you to know the name of our A string, which is very simple. We all know that A is an open string, A, and then from A we go to a whole step. If we are on A, here becomes our, if this one is an open string, this one will become our half step. So we go B down here, C will be here. From C we go a half step to C, which is this. From C we go a whole step to D, which is this. Then we go a whole step again to E, which is, then we come on half step to F, then a whole step to G, and a whole step to A. You could also know that when we start from here, we end here, which is the 12th fret. That helps you to know that the name of the open string the name of the open strings applies to the name on the 12th fret. So you could you could recall I said this on A string. So eventually here becomes A. Okay, let's continue. There's a principle I want us to apply now. But with that principle, I wouldn't go ahead to mention the rest of the notes. It will generate them by itself. I would just want to skip time so that we'll make the video short. So any notes you are on the A string, on the B string, So to get the name of the B string, apply the principle we're using. The interval, the whole step and half step we have in the octave of A. Just apply them on the B string. Let me just help you. If you're on B, which is an open string, C is our from B to C there is an half step. So here becomes our C. And then from C we go to D, which is a whole step again to E. Then a half step to F, a whole step to G, a whole step to A, then a whole step again to B. So there's B, open string B, closed on the 12th fret, which becomes a B again. So to identify the name of the G string and then the D string, we're going to use this principle. When we are on the B string, to identify the name of this string, which is the 4th string, I'm right, yeah, on the 4th string, we go 2 frets up here, and then we go 2 frets up down like this. Are we good? If we are here, we go 1 2, then we go 1 2. If we are here, which is the E, we go here 1 2, step up, then 2 frets. And then when we come on the D string, which is the 4th string, you also go 2 frets up, then 3 frets up. So here 1 2 3, which helps you to identify the name of the E string. But now we want to identify the name of the D string. So let's do it on the E string. If we are on this part of the string, this note, we want to identify the name of the D string. So we go 2 frets down, 1 2, and then 3 frets up. This way 1 2 3. Then we identify the notes here. Are we good? So this E, this F, this is G. So to get a G on the D string, we go 2 frets down, 1 2, and then 3 frets up, 1 2 3. We have a G here. So listen to the sound. It's making the same sound. There's a G. So G down here. To get a different G on the B string, we go 2 frets down, 1 2 frets down, which will be on the 2nd string. Then we go 2 frets up, 1 2. We have a different G here. We have another G down here. We have a G here. We have a G here. And we also have a G down here. So it's very easy to be able to identify the notes on the strings of the guitar. So like I said, you apply the principle: 2 frets up, 2 frets up, then 2 frets, which will be on the B string or on the A string. You can apply it on the A string or on the B string, and then you apply 2 frets up, 3 frets this way. 2 frets up or down, we go 2 fret this way. 3rd fret down, 2 strings down, then 3rd fret up this way. You head towards the sound hole. You head towards this way. You don't go this way. You go this way, you be getting different notes. So these two principles, please play back and check again if you don't get it well. Sorry, if you don't get it well, take your time and then go through that process. Along the line, I'll be posting the chart on the screen to be able to identify the principle very well. So that's all for today. Today we talked about the name of the open string, the name of the E2, the 2E string. Then we also talk about the name of the A string, and then we talk about what octave is. Then we also talked about two principle or two rule you should apply to be able to identify the name of the G string and then the D string, which is very simple. Very simple. Just go through the video again, go through the step, take your time, and then go through. You'll be able to identify the note. And as you go ahead identifying the notes, kindly take a book and a pen, draw the neck of the guitar, and write them down. Indicate it very well so that you'll be able to identify them when you're playing. You know what it is. So please do this exercise for me. Go ahead and memorize all the notes. Just not all the notes, but keep the principle in mind so that along the line, if you don't know, just apply the principle. Oh, 2 frets, 2 strings down, 2 frets up, 2 strings down, 3rd fret up, get the name of the string. So that is very simple. And also, I'd like you to do this exercise for me. Along the line, we'll be in the next video, we'll be talking about what scales are, and we'll be running some scales. We have different type of scales, but we're going through them one after the other, and then we'll learn how to play the scale. And also, this is the exercise I want you to do for me, to be able to be abreast with the strings, or to be able to play the notes. If you're new to the guitar, you have a guitar, please do this exercise for me. After that, I also do that exercise, which really helps me to be able to solo and feel free and play some notes on the guitar. So this is what you're going to do. You start down here, you hit the string, you hold this one down here. So this is how to hold the string down. You don't hold it on the fret exactly, no. You hold it between the frets. You hold it between the frets this way. So you go this way, then the 5th string, the 4th string, the 6th, no, I don't think you should be doing that one. So you go back again, the 6th string, the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd, the 2nd, the 1st. Then when you are able to play that, and then you are abreast with that, you go backward. This is just nothing. This is not a scale. This is nothing. Also, when doing that, you can also be mentioning the name of the notes you are holding down. After learning the name of the notes on the guitar, you just be mentioning them down as you hit the notes down, which will also help you to be able to identify the notes very well. And you can also shift. You can play it at anywhere of the neck of the guitar. So that's all for today, viewers. Thanks for watching. Today was a long chat. Today we covered a lot, which is kind of jammed up, but please take your time to digest the video very well. Take your time. I'm really taking my time to explain to you like it's one-on-one, because I didn't get this chance, so I have to do it very well for you to be able to learn it. So if I made a mistake, kindly please forgive me, and then I'll correct that in the second video. I'll recheck the video again. So you take your time, digest the video, and watch it every second by each second to identify and to be able to know what I'm saying, like it's a one-on-one teaching we are doing. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.